Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading. I actually don't want to make this video, but I have to. I was checking my security cameras last night, and lo and behold, of course, between 1:30 a.m. and 4:37 a.m., I had no footage from any building. I had no footage from that building, no footage from my house, front, back, side. I had no footage from the Cats building, front, back, side. And let's face it, inside the Cats building, they're not quiet all night long. They use the litter box. They may have a little tiff in there. No camera footage. Zero. I did hear at midnight, at 2 o'clock in the morning, at 4 o'clock in the morning, because I was drifting off into sleep, my rooster's going berserko. So I got into cleaning this chicken coop later than that one. So I go into the chicken coop, I start cleaning up, and I see something on the floor in the corner, right there. And this is my 2-year-old Guinea female. 2-year-old Guinea female lying on the floor, dead. She is a very sweet girl. I looked around her body. There are no peck marks. There's nothing on her feet. No, in fact, perfectly healthy bird. Okay, I'm just going to show you here. For anybody that has guineas, perfectly healthy bird. But what happens if somebody comes in here, they could have knocked her to the floor. They could have physically knocked her to the floor, unconscious. They could have used an energy weapon. They could have zapped her. She's such a little bird. Look at her. And I'm just going to show you, for anybody out there, a 2-year-old Guinea I raised from 2 days old, or I should say a day and a half old. They ship them out when they're a day old. And she's unique because she's got this beautiful striped feather here on both sides. And she's got cute little feathers on her chest here. She's a very pretty little Guinea. Very sweet. Very good Guinea. Never bothers anybody. I'm just going to flip her over. I want you to see what she looks like on both sides. Let me... So you can see, right? She's perfectly healthy. Pretty little birdie. Right? There are no wounds, no bruises, no nothing. There is absolutely no reason for her to be dead on the floor, other than that my cameras were disabled from 1:30 a.m. until 4:37 a.m. this morning. And I guarantee somebody was in here. And I know that people have been coming in here because I had netting up here. Netting that I installed so that the birds wouldn't go up there, because it's a pain in the ass to clean it up there. But when I removed the netting, guineas like to be higher up. So some of the guineas wanted to go up there, but not my hens or roosters. I've noticed within the last week, my hens and roosters have been going up there. That's very unusual because they're very happy to perch. But even when I would put them on the perches, they would end up there. And the reason is people are coming in here, filthying the building, filthying it. This thick dust everywhere, filthy. And that's why I removed the mesh, because they were pumping in some dust and cobwebs everywhere. Disgusting. These are Luciferian Satanists. These are their rituals. These are Freemason, Luciferian, Satanists. This is satanic ritual abuse. Make no mistake. All targeted individuals, we are their paraphilia. These are perverted, sadistic criminals. And this was probably one of their little ritual killings, okay? Nothing wrong with our 2-year-old female Guinea. One of the sweetest ones I had with a beautiful white stripe here. And in fact, last year they harmed her. They did something to her leg, and I ended up healing it. You know, she was like limping, and that's what they do. They make the birds limp. But she healed just fine. You see? Pretty little girl. Gone. So I'm going to give a shout out to Sheriff Daniel Isaacs. Sheriff Daniel Isaacs, I'm just going to tell you, you're a piece of crap. Yeah, you're not doing your job, and you just inherited that job. I'll just tell you, I didn't vote for you. I just didn't. Because I knew that you were surveilling me before. I knew that you'd already trespassed my property with your horses. And why would I vote for somebody who's already a criminal with the prior administration? Nah. And besides the fact that there are some really good people around here, there are people that have lived here a long time, and they don't like what's going on either. They don't like it either. Some of the people around here quietly wish that every one of you would gone. The entire crew of you guys. We need somebody new in every branch of our local government. Corrupt to the core. And you know, New Jersey's pretty corrupt. But it's not all corrupt. There are good people working in some places. And even as a targeted person there, I would call the local road department and tell them, you know, another pothole right in front of my house, right? That was deliberate. But literally, they would come and fill it up. No problem. I even reported my perp neighbors for diverting water onto my driveway, as it was actually a code violation. So they came out and gave my neighbors a citation. Even me, it's a targeted person. Because that's what Manalapan does. They do have codes and laws and rules, and they do abide by them because you pay a lot of property taxes. And like I said, it's not all corrupt. There are little corrupt pockets. But here, where I live here in Jackson County, the whole crew is corrupt. I'm singing to the choir here. Right on cue, birdos. See, it's true. It's true. I don't mean to make light of this. This is horrible what they did to my bird. But I'm kind of numb to it already. This is what satanic ritual abuse does. I used to spend hours crying over my pets and what they're doing, but now I'm just going to be active about it. And I've got one interview lined up. I'm setting up another one. I contacted 2 journalists, and I'm going to keep contacting more because we're going to put Jackson County on the map. Everybody's going to know. Everybody's going to know about you, Perpy, that's driving by now. Everybody's going to know about the Marks people, about the animals in the mailbox that they don't get there by themselves, you know, especially if they're skinned. You know, like an animal just doesn't fly in there unskinned and dead, right? How about that one that was on my driveway? How about the poopy diapers? How about the trash in my outer field, you know? Raw meat, right? Raw meat with a receipt. A receipt in Paint Lick, New Jersey, which is, I don't know, at least a half an hour from here. So somebody from Paint Lick purchased all that stuff to drop on my property here. How systemic is that? So no, and the fact that I've got video evidence of what my property looked like 2 years ago and what it looks like now, there's no denying it. And like I said, real estate mobbing and this animal cruelty, we're gonna make this go viral here in Jackson County, Kentucky. And we're all going to say bye-bye to my baby Guinea here. My little beautiful girl. I don't have names for my guineas because I have so many. Right, there she is. Beautiful girl. Something was done to her. Please leave a comment down below for you targeted people how you feel they unalived her. She was actually on the floor right by this. Let me show you where she was, okay, just so you know, okay? And guineas are very quiet, you know, at night. So she was right here. And here's the perch, right here. And she was right here, next to a box, right here on the floor. And I wish I had gotten in here sooner. But I was busy this morning. These criminals don't allow me to hear my alarms going off in the morning. I missed 2 alarms this morning. The first one I heard, the first one was at 7 a.m. I have 2 alarms that go off before that. What happened to them? So here in Jackson County, Kentucky, they unalived my guinea, only 2 years old. So this is Lorraine Alternative Homesteading, exposing one criminal at a time here in Jackson County, Kentucky.